Have you been to the cinema lately? By any chance that you're currently living in Vietnam, you might have seen the thriving of comedy movies. Do a quick search and you'll find that the top 5 of the highest grossing Vietnamese movies in this decade are comedy movies, with a twist of romance, drama, and action. They're jam-packed with celebrities, catchy soundtracks, and stories that move the heart in Vietnamese people of all generations. Aside from that, you've been shown some footage from that genre. Can you differentiate them from each other if you haven't known them in the first place? No? Don't worry, you're not the only one. It's because of the color. The color in these movies seem alike to everyday life, with a touch of oversaturation. But wait, are movies supposed to be cinematic in some ways to gain such support? Let's see how 2010s Vietnamese comedy movies have used color in attracting a mass audience without even trying. Color is a spectrum of visible hues, and it plays a crucial role in making a movie. Color evokes emotion, and it guides us to process our feelings with what appears on screen. A sense of color is what we experience in real life, and movies simply bring that to full attention. Sometimes color doesn't look or feel real, but we get a sense of what is real in the movie. The emotion and passions are the overall mood that weighs on the characters and the plot. Filmmakers might have taken a cue, as many movies have similar color scheme for similar plot points. An example for that is Saigon Anh Yêu Em, a well-known 2016 romantic comedy film directed by Lý Minh Thắng. To give it some credit, the film has an original script. It's considered to be visually stunning, and it won the Vietnamese Golden Kite Award for Best Feature Film, along with Best Art Design. Back to colors. If you're familiar with the vibe of Ho Chi Minh City, the scene might feel too real to be true. The choice of colors, intentionally or not, hit close to the heart of the locals. The name of the film definitely gives it away, but you can actually guess this is Saigon right on the first try. Just based on the colors themselves, and the Vietnamese perceptions of Saigon is in front of your eyes. The scenes scream out the chicness and glamorized vibe of Saigon. The audience enjoyed the movie because the colors spelled out everything they want to see: the nationalism and the pride in nation creations. Take a look at Tháng Năm Rực Rỡ and Em Là Bà Nội Của Anh, two popular movies adapted from its Korean counterpart. Color from these scenes is strikingly realistic, with a vivid touch on colors in the complementary, analogous, and dramatic color scheme. It's quite a mess, isn't it, to be frank? However, it does the job. The color scheme of the scenes guides you to how you should feel, to channel the story to your daily life, while keeping you conscious that these are just fictional stories. Look closely and you can see that there are warm and cool continuums within the abundance of colors. The continuum also reflects real life, with warm colors encourage the feeling of warmth and fiery, passionate and lively, while cold ones channel coolness or even sadness and melancholy. The use of colors doesn't seem to challenge the audience's perceptions of color, and it's only there to say what they want to hear. Vietnamese audience seems to have their own shared perception and preference of colors, as a few studies have shown that cultural background has a strong influence on color preference. It's great that filmmakers are starting to understand Vietnamese audiences' shared language of color. With examples of the 2010s comedy movies, we can see more and more movies that suit the nation's taste are being made. However, overusing this may create negative consequences to the industry. Aside from unintentionally losing the uniqueness in films within the same genre, it seems unethical to use color as a bait. Young audiences in the 16 to 25 age group hold a large market share, and we believe that they rather see Vietnamese films with bold creative choices and playing more with colors than just the basic format in recent comedy movies.